welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're taking a jump back into the Transformers. This time, once again, back to Rise of the Beast with Studio Series Voyager class from 2023 Rhinox. And I gotta say, of all the Rhinox figures, this is probably my favorite. I really like the way this one looks. Really nicely detailed, comes across really good, textured, really nice. And I was happy they include an original Beast Wars in the line, along with Cheetor and Primal himself. Really nice. You can see he's got the Rhino. Let's take that away. This is what comes with the set. You got Rhinox and his weapon. He was part of the 21st wave of the Studio Series toy line. Really cool looking. Let's take a look at his weapon. I thought this was really cool. He comes with a hammer in this mode. So it's like a missile launcher type thing in this beast mode. And the weapon transforms. You just flip this over. Clip that into place. Yeah. Looks really sharp. And I like this two color. You got gray with silver and a silver handle on that. Nicely detailed. Looks really sharp. And then we got Rhinox himself. And I like this guy. Interesting note, his instructions have him listed as coming from Revenge of the Fallen for some reason. I did find mine, and I actually misplaced them again. I wish I had them out to show you. It actually lists it as Revenge of the Fallen. Really nice. I love the silver with the gray. Let's take a closer look. The detail looks really nice on this figure. You got silver for the shoulders and the body's great. And it's textured. The entire body's textured. So I think that adds a nice touch to this figure. And then you got some brown gray back here. And you can see some brown spots on him. Articulation of beast mode. You can see his mouth open. So that's pretty cool. It's got a little tongue in there. I wish they'd done it like red like the movie so you can actually see it. Tail move. Legs will move. So, I mean, you got some articulation points on him in beast mode. Not that many. Front leg really doesn't bend at all. Overall, nice. Really cool looking figure. Sadly, he became a very big shelf warmer for a while. And I don't see why, because I really like this one. As I smack my camera around and just mess up a nice shot. Come to watch the comedy act, I'm telling people. Beautiful. Alright, back to what I was doing here. Whew. Alright, clear my head. Okay, so, as I was saying, for some reason, the Studio Series version became a shelf warmer. And I don't see why, because it is nice. It's articulated. It looks really good. Even with the eyes, the neck design. See some details up in here. I mean, underneath, kind of leaves a lot to be desired, though. See where its head is. You can see all that. But from this point, looks really cool. I mean, sadly, he had limited TV time in the movie. The Rise of the Beast movie from 2019, there wasn't much done with him. But the toy line, I think, looks really sharp. And I think this, of all the Rhinox figures I have, is my favorite. I mean, I love the design back here. Even this part is all textured right here. So, the legs still continues with the texturing. Looks really sharp. Could have done a little bit better, I think, back here, capping the legs. Because now the robot parts are hanging out back here a little bit, and you can see the gears and stuff. But small details, small parts, still looks really nice. Little bio on him before we get to transformation. Rhinox is a rhinoceros, hard-hitting and takes no prisoners. Rhinox is a maximal of very few words, prefers to let his hammer speak for him. Quite the contrast to the Beast Wars Rhinox, who is very outspoken and is a scientist. So this guy is pretty much rough and tough and ready to go. Having said that, let's get down to transformation. This transformation is not too bad. It's a little tricky in some spots if you're not careful. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come to this back panel right here. Like I said, the texturing on this is nice. And you do have this 5mm port. So his weapon will plug right into his back. First thing we're going to do is this back panel is going to come up. Take the tail. It's on a double hinge. You just bring that up. Bring down his leg. Bring down his leg. We're going to come to the front legs. Now these pieces here, the shins are clipped in, so you're just going to push them forward and unclip them. You can hear it snap. And that is his legs. Now you just got a rhino standing on back of legs. Alright, next. We're going to come to the back plate here. From right around this neck area back, we're going to pull this back, exposing the head, and bring this all open. Now this is the part that can get a little funny, I noticed. First thing we're going to do is open these. These little spikes. Kind of hard to see, I just noticed that. Flip these two spikes up, like so. Next, we're going to open this here. Oh, sorry. We're going to push this in, because this is on a double joint, you'll see. And that's even designed cool. Got some nice detail work in this part of it as well. I'm going to take the neck and push it inside the rhino's head. I'm going to take this part of it and open it up, like so. Take the horn, and it's going to go clear all the way down inside that chamber. Like so. This is going to tuck down into the chest. Like that, you hear it clip. Before we put this part, we're going to take his shoulders, which are clipped in. You'll see there's the clip there. There's a clip there. I'm going to unclip those, like so. So now these are free. This is going to come up and you'll see, it's kind of hard to see this. There's a clip here and a tab here and one on the other side. That's all going to clip into place. Next, we're going to take this part here. We're going to bring this up. It's on a double hinge. And you'll see the abdomen. New camera angle gives a great view, but it's a little hard to work with sometimes. Those are just going to unclip. And this whole piece is going to come forward. Like so. There's a double joint in here. We're going to bend it. And there's a tab right here. That shouldn't come forward yet. There we go. That's a lot better view. Like that. And you'll see the two tabs here are going to go to these tabs here. There we go. Now these two pieces are going to come together, form his abdomen. You're going to open the legs up. These panels will slide in automatically, and this just becomes a loose piece. Next, we're going to take the arm Rotate it so that the elbow joint is facing forward. Pull this panel down. Rotate it. Make sure the feet are facing up. Rotate his hand. Close that one. We do the same thing over here. Rotate the elbow. Open the panel. Rotate it. Rotate the hand so it's facing up. Close the panel. Last thing we're going to do is take this. See that tab? I'm going to go to that spot right there. And that's it. There we go. Now clipped in. And there is Studio Series Rhinox. And now he's a little unsteady on my display stand. Never fails with my videos. Always got to be something going on. There we go. I need to get a bigger spot to work with. All right, back to what I was doing. Now we have Studio Series Rhinox in robot mode. And it's a shame we only saw him for a little bit in this mode in the movie. I thought he looked really nice. This is really close to what he looked like in the movie. This plate should be forward a little bit. There we go. See, mine doesn't get a lot of time to be messed around with. He pretty much just transformed and stands on the shelf. It's very stiff. But let's take a look at that close-up view. That looks really sharp. Has a lot of the original Rhinox face in there. You got silver with the gray. And I think easily if someone had done that in green. Let's see if we can kill the light and see if that works better. Much better. Pull this display stand out. Well, you gotta bear with me for 2 seconds, Pete, my friends, because Rhinox is being a pain in the butt. And my light's not working. So you got the Maximal symbol right here in the middle of his chest, and I like the silver with the gray and the copper. That looks really nice. Nice detail work in the neck. I like how this all comes together and it's just molds nicely, even though these are 2 separate pieces. The robotics in here and how it looks for the structure for the legs, I think looks really sharp. And the texturing still is right there. This abdomen, chest, his cod piece, and his shins are all textured still. And I like the detail of the black inside the legs. That looks really nice. He does have 2 5mm pegs on the bottom of his feet. You see some nice detail work inside. There we go. Inside the arm. The back looks nicely constructed. It looks like it's like one piece. Almost like you can take that off and use it as a weapon. Would have been a nice little idea. Overall, looks really cool. Articulation. Head moves back and forth. It's on a ball joint, but mine's like super stiff. Shoulders will go all the way around. Pauldron will go up and down. Shoulder, elbow, bicep, and wrist. If you move the tail out of the way, he does have waist rotation. He does have waist rotation. Realize he's like super close to the camera. Wow. Nice big boot. Even with this piece here, it's still a nice big boot. Nice back boot. Knee has a very good deep bend. And for transformation, you can go forward as well. And he does have ankle tiltage. We can give him his weapon. Yeah, overall, I like this guy. I think he looks really sharp. Very nice addition to any of the collections, I believe. I think he looks really cool. Again, I wish he had more screen time in the movie. I think he was very underutilized. And even the detail work inside the plastic molding was really nice. Having said all that, I really like this figure. Let me know in the comments what you think below. I think it really does earn, out of all the Rhinox type figures for this line, I think he is the top notch. But that's just my opinion. You know, everybody has their own opinions. Okay, that's what everybody's been waiting for. He took the header. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. There we go. Having said all that, this has been ALW. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I appreciate it. Well, 3 times in one video. This is just not my day with him. I'm gonna leave that in there so you can see, you know, my videos are not edited. I probably should, but having said all that, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I'm going to do another video pretty soon, and I'm going to put him back on the shelf and just let him stand there because he does not want to be on the spotlight today. Have a good one.